toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big.
There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Kansas State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human.
Wide open on the right. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Oakley. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Snatch it quickly on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Here's the handoff. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. No fair catches here. Looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move. Oh, better look out! And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just going to keep it after the snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Edwards. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The give on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Kansas State quick to the line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Bradley. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. And the returner will be brought down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with you.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Kansas State! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Arizona, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burnett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Just keep slinging it. The sure hands, it's Burnett. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got it behind the line, it's Hudson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll run it to the right. Finds a little space. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? Right down the boulevard. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to sneak it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. That's caught. It's Burnett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To throw, it's Fafita. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. Oh, he's got some space. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and you might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll send the back in motion. With the catch, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Marches ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And that's just not the possession they wanted, man. They just struggled. They couldn't put anything together. They forced the field goal unit on, and then he misses. Now all the other side needs is a field goal. They get a field goal, and this game's over.
The give to the tailback. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Third and long, and they want to be careful here not to go backwards and make a potential game-winning kick tougher. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! The kick is good! Wins the game in overtime!
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be